Ho ho ho. Hey everyone, it's me, Mr. Tree, and today I'm gonna answer all the questions you guys asked. So let's start with the first one. Do you like big buff? Oh man, that's one question. Sure, I guess. Wait, an actual question now. When will the Fantastic Four return? Uh, I don't know. Sorry for the lackluster answer, but I really don't know. I might show them as cameos a lot, but I don't know what to do with just them. I'm not a Fantastic Four fan, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Will you do anything with the X-Men? Similar answer as the Fantastic Four question. I might show cameos of them, but I have no idea what to do with them that isn't something as basic as fighting the Sentinel or Magneto. I mean, I might do those eventually, but don't expect anything more complex than that. Can we expect a brotherly bond between Peter and Miles in the second season of Prime? Not really. Miles won't really be involved in season 2 of Prime at all. He may have a brief appearance in an episode, but other than that, nothing big planned for him in Prime. That's mainly because unlike most versions of Peter and Miles, they won't exactly be close. This is because Miles learns to be Spider-Man without Peter, so he doesn't really need him for mentoring and shit. And also Peter's just too busy to be a mentor. He might check up on Miles every now and then, but it's gonna take a while to go, somewhere more personal than that. So yeah, they're mainly gonna be doing their own stuff on their own, because I like my heroes to do shit on their own. Spiderverse project? Yeah. Thoughts on Arachnite? Don't give a shit. You gonna make a Superman movie? Nope. Will you ever do a film without superheroes, like action or fantasy? Maybe, but in a very, very distant future maybe. What villains are going to be in season 2 of Prime? Well, unlike season 1, the villains will be more obscure. But the main two are gonna be Doc Ock, you saw a bit of him in the finale of Prime, but in season 2 he's gonna have a hell of a lot more shit to do. Tombstone, another villain that you saw in the Moon Knight fan film, that's gonna be one of the main villains in season 2 of Prime. And finally, someone you've never seen before, the Jackal. There's gonna be a lot of things for this guy, I'll tell you that much. So I'm really excited to show him. A couple other bad guys are gonna be in this show, but won't be super important to the story. Are going to be Carnage again, Jack-O-Lantern, a criminally underused villain if you ask me, the Rose, White Rabbit, Hammerhead again, and of course, my beloved, my favorite guy to traumatize, Eddie Brock, my Venom. And speaking of Venom, are Eddie and Venom a thing? If episode 8 didn't make it obvious, yes, they are a thing. They bang. They're a couple. A very toxic couple, but a couple nonetheless. Will you ever do a time-lapse of you animating? Nope. Mainly because I'm too lazy, and also because if I do a time-lapse, it would be interrupted by YouTube videos, because I'm just too hyperactive to concentrate on shit. What's the process like of having to pick and choose what heroes are modernized or left in the 80s, with people like Tony and the OG Avengers? It isn't really a process, it's just what fitted very well with the lore of my universe. And for anyone that's confused, I made a doc that explains the lore of my universe. So you don't get confused as to why Iron Man is called Andros, or why Sam is Cap, or why the Avengers are evil. But yeah, for anyone that's confused, the only 80s heroes are the classic Avengers. So, Tony, Steve, Thor, Hulk, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Not Hawkeye and Black Widow. I mean, Hawkeye kind of is, I still don't exactly know what his deal is. He's old right now, but he wasn't part of the OG Avengers, so I guess he's a bit in the middle. Like, he's an old hero, but not old enough to the point where he fought with the OG Avengers. But yeah, that's kind of my answer for that question. What two universes would you compare yours to? Also, who is your favorite Spider-Verse character? I guess for the first question, it would be the Ultimate Universe. Mainly because of how gritty and edgy both are. The difference is that I, at least for the most part, have tried to not make it too dark to the point where it becomes a hopeless universe. And if I had a second one, I guess the Amazing Spider-Man universe, but that's mainly on Spider-Man's side. There's obviously a bunch of other universes that I've taken inspiration from, but those would be the main two, I believe. As to who's my favorite Spider-Verse character, it'd be my GOAT, Miles Morales. He's just so fucking good in that film, goddamn. Who's the big bad in your universe? Your mom. I guess the Dark Avengers. I know I haven't done shit with them, but I will. Very soon. Sooner than you expect that the next film I'm working on is about them. In one sentence, how would you describe Spider-Man Prime? A grim parody. Well, that's all the questions, all the ones worth answering at least. But a few things before I go. I know I haven't uploaded much this year, it's only been 2 films and a bunch of trailers, but in my defense, those were 2 long-ass films. And also I started going to classes this year for the first time in 3 years, so that's why things are going slow for me. Don't worry though, the next films are way shorter. The Dark Avengers one is around 15 minutes long, and the other ones will hopefully be around 30 to 40 minutes. So yeah. Also, in case you haven't noticed, we're about to hit 2K, so that's pretty exciting. Who knows what wacky shit I might do when we hit that number. So, because of that, I just want to say thanks, for keep supporting and watching the shit I put out. It makes me smile. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.